Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. Today, we are continuing on with my little mini video series here about if LEGO were to make this theme. In this case, it's the Superman theme. How would it look, and what kind of sets would we maybe be getting? This is kind of another video that I've been, in the series that I've been really eager to make because with the DC line currently, the LEGO DC line, it's a lot of Batman. Actually, in fact, I'd say it's only Batman. We're just getting Batman sets. We're not really getting any other kind of characters included in those sets. It's either Batman and the Joker, or Batman and Penguin, and Batman and Harley Quinn, and Batman and Catwoman. Like, it's just Batman characters. And that has been going on for, I don't even know. It's probably been, was it 2019? Has it been 2019 since it's been just mostly only Batman? The only real thing that kind of spruced it up a little bit was there was a Shazam minifigure included in the $50 2019 Batwing set, which I thought was pretty good. Like, that was kind of outside of just the Batman realm. But off the top of my head, just kind of quickly thinking about it, I don't think there's been any other DC character, whether that be a villain or a hero, that isn't, directly Batman related. Like I said, it's been a lot of Batman and the Joker, Batman, Harley Quinn, stuff like that. And with this, I was thinking, well, what if they made a Superman theme? They've been doing Batman for, 4 years now. What if next year they switched it up and they're like, we're just going to do Superman from now on. No more Batman, just Superman. So this is what I was thinking with that. And again, this is part of the same video series as I did with my Mortal Kombat, my LEGO Mortal Kombat video ideas, whatever, set ideas. And this is the Superman one. So here we go. If LEGO made a Superman theme, how would it look? So first off, I think it would be similar to the Batman theme, or this LEGO DC Batman kind of deal here, where it would include smaller junior sets that would probably contain like a common Superman minifigure, and then some like typical villains that you might see that were, maybe not as common, but are still included in the typical line of sets. So, it'd be very similar. If you don't know, typical Batman waves or DC waves these days are typically just like, there are some sets that are just regular system-based sets. For instance, I'm just going to pull one off the top of my head. The Tumbler, for instance. The Dark Knight Tumbler from 2022. And it came with like Batman, and it came with Scarecrow, and it was a Tumbler build, and it was like $40. But also a part of, that same year's wave, there was also like a junior set. There was a $25 junior set that was like, it came with Batman, Batgirl, and the Joker. It came with a couple of like vehicles. So it was like a very simple junior set. And I was thinking that in the same vein of that Batman, kind of junior set as a part of the summer wave, whatever wave comes out or releases, there would also be a, same thing with the Superman one, there would also be a 4+ set that would go along with a regular system-based wave. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Some, villain minifigures that I feel like would be kind of common characters or minifigures to be getting in this line would be characters such as like General Zod, Lex Luthor, and then obviously when it comes to junior sets, it's typically just kind of smaller, dumber builds, not as detailed and not as interesting, I guess, of builds. It's just kind of made for, younger children. So that's kind of the idea there. But yeah, so like little, very small builds. Whether those junior sets be $10, $25, $30, whatever, I feel like there would still be a junior set included in a typical LEGO Superman theme, wherever that, whatever wave releases. Then, I would also feel like LEGO would want to somehow bring Batman into one of these sets, so I'd imagine there would be kind of a cool set. This was just one I thought of, based off of LEGO Batman 2, where in one of the levels, you got to play as Batman and Superman, and they kind of like infiltrate this like LexCorp flying, I don't even know, freighter like ship thing. I don't even know. And I said it could be like $40, include some LexCorp guards, obviously include Batman, obviously include Superman, maybe randomly toss in some other characters that weren't even a part of that, sequence in the video game, such as like Mercy Graves or Lobo, just kind of add some, cool characters to include. So, yeah, I mean, Batman is arguably the most popular DC Comics character, and I feel like if they were to make a Superman line, knowing LEGO, I just have this feeling they would somehow try and shoehorn Batman into one of the Superman-themed sets. even though they don't do that for, the Batman theme. They don't put Superman in the Batman set. I just feel like they would want to have Batman in here somewhere, and if they were to do that, I feel like a set based off of one of their video games would work best. In this case, like I said, Lego Batman 2, there was that one level where you were flying around trying to infiltrate this LexCorp like freighter flying ship, whatever it was. I don't even remember why they were doing it, but that happened. And I feel like if they, had some LexCorp guards, I think it'd be kind of cool. Obviously, have Superman, obviously have Batman, and then, like I said, maybe including some other villain minifigure to be included in here that wasn't really a part of the actual sequence in the video game. Like I said, my ideas were Mercy Graves or Lobo. So that's also, that's one thing I was thinking of. But otherwise, I would just see like a lot of playsets. I think there would be a lot of playsets for this theme. Unlike Batman rather, Superman doesn't necessarily rely on vehicles because he can already fly. So I feel like this would be a nice change of pace where a lot of the Batman sets that we get nowadays are vehicle based. There are a lot of vehicles. It's, Batmobiles, it's Batwings, it's Batboats, it's tumblers. But with Superman, he doesn't have a Superman mobile. He doesn't have a Superman, ship. He doesn't have a Superman submarine, whatever. He doesn't have any of that. So what I'm thinking is, instead of doing vehicle sets all the time, do some play sets. You know what I mean? Like have smaller little $30 play sets, whatever it may be, whatever the build may be, that would have, really cool little areas, fun play features to kind of, have Superman fight around in, instead of having constant vehicle sets. The only thing that, I think they could shoehorn in with the vehicle stuff is, LexCorp stuff. But that would be kind of cool because it's, villain, it's villain character things. But anyways, lots of play sets for this theme. One that I just kind of thought off the top of my head would be, a Krypton play set, which would be, $100, maybe including Jor-El, General Zod, maybe a baby version of Kal-El, and then it would be, a 3-story Krypton temple, or building, whatever, as the main build, and it would just kind of have different rooms. It would have the escape pod room where you could put baby Cal in an escape pod, and the escape pod can be ejected out of the building as a play feature. And then the second story would be Jor-El and is it Lara? I think it's Lara L or Lana L. I don't remember exactly what her name is. Superman's mother would be their house, and then the third story would be a roof area for General Zod to come on to. You know what I mean? Just really cool playset structures that I think could work really well. Another playset that I was thinking of to include here would be another playset with a three-story building would be Toyman. I think would be kind of cool, a Toyman headquarters, where it could just be if you don't know Toyman, he's basically a Superman villain that uses toys, but it could be have a ton of different toy builds and stuff like that can attack Superman and stuff like that. I don't know, I just feel a lot of cool, whether that be small or large playset builds, I think could work really well with this kind of theme. Then we also have, let's see, let me look here. 3-story LexCorp building with Supergirl, characters like Lex Luthor, Superboy, whatever kind of Superman characters are included there. Some other random Superman villains, such as Parasite, I was thinking. And then I also threw in here as another set to include here would be a $50 Daily Planet set. You know what I mean? A smaller version, very similar in the same vein to the Daily Bugle from, I think it was 2012 or 2013. I don't remember exactly what year. But it was this smaller $50 version of the Daily Bugle. Came with Doctor Doom, came with Nova, Spider-Man. Actually, did it come with Nova? I think it came with Nova. And then it also came with J. Jonah Jameson, Mary Jane, couple of characters. It had a small vehicle side build, and then it had the main build being this smaller version of the Daily Bugle. I'm thinking they could do something, like I said, similar to that with the Daily Planet, and just kind of have this smaller $50 build for it. I was thinking you could include Lois Lane in here, Perry White, include Doomsday as a big figure. I think would be kind of cool. So there's, tons of playset ideas for this kind of theme, which again, I think this theme would run on just playsets the whole time, instead of having lots of vehicles, which I think would be a nice change of pace compared to the Batman theme. But that was really it for this. This is all kind of the ideas that I had for this Lego Superman theme. So if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.